Hey everybody, it's Cymone Williamson. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I typically do product reviews, unboxings, I give fashion tips, all of that good stuff. So if you like what you see today, or if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe so that you don't miss any updates, as well as you'll be helping me continue to build my fashion community here on YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some items from my closet that I plan on reselling. I'm going to tell you where I got them from, the reason that I'm reselling them, and some tips and tools that you can use if you have items in your closet that you're thinking about reselling. Reselling for me is a pretty big thing because I do it often. The circular economy is growing, it's extremely popular, and it's no longer taboo or embarrassing to, admit that you bought something secondhand. You're actually helping the environment along with helping your budget. So reselling is a big thing, and I wanted to make sure I incorporate that in my channel because, again, I want to help you look great, look fly, but I also want to help you make money at the same time. And I'm not stingy. I want to make sure that I give all of my secrets so that I can hopefully help people. When we talk about reselling, there's definitely different levels. And today's video, I'm going to be showing you luxury items. I don't want it to be too long, so that's why I'm breaking it up, but I'll definitely do another video showing what I do with non-luxury items. When it comes to just holding on to something because I paid for it, like for me, I've grown out of that phase. I typically resell to try to make money, or I give it away. I was introduced to luxury selling actually through work and working in the fashion industry, and being a part of the resale community, one, opened my eyes to the amount of people who are out there willing to repurchase something that's been worn but kept in really good condition, but also the amazing deals that you can get on the resale market. So if you guys want, I'll do another video showing you things that I've actually purchased in the secondhand circular resale market. But today I'm going to focus solely on items that I bought retail and that I'm going to be selling in the resale market. I wanted to give a disclaimer that this video is not really to encourage you to sell items to any particular place. I'm not here to endorse. Obviously, this video is not sponsored, but I'm just giving you some tips and tools that if you are interested in reselling, some places that you can use and some strategies that you can use to maximize the amount of money that you get. Since we're focusing on luxury items today, I'm going to be talking about what has worked for me in the past. So I am a big fan of Poshmark and ThredUp. I love those two particular places to sell your items, but they are not platforms that I personally use to sell luxury items. I like to have a company that sort of treats it as a concierge, which means they'll come and pick up the items. You can send them into them and they take care of everything for you. ThredUp does that, but Poshmark does not. But there's pros and cons to each. And again, I don't want to make this video too long. I can literally talk for days about reselling and different strategies, but for today's luxury items that I'm going to sell, they are likely going to be sold at Vestiaire Collective, Material World, or the RealReal. Those are my three go-tos. There's a few local consignment shops that I've had good experiences with as well. So if this is your first time consigning or reselling and you're not using Poshmark, my recommendation would be to possibly start local, feel it out, see how you like it, give one or two items, see what the commission rates are. And then if you're comfortable with it and you get comfortable with the resale market, then you can go into, shipping your items into like Vestiaire, the RealReal, or Material. The first item that I have is a Balenciaga logo Insignia sweater. In the fall, I decided to splurge on. I wore this a lot. And the main reason was because of the price. So this sweater retails for $1,200. I got it directly from Balenciaga. And the trade-off I gave with myself was if you spend $1,200 on one sweater, this is your go-to sweater that you are wearing for the season and you really can't buy anything else. And so after going back and forth with myself and how exclusive this particular color was, and how I just am in love with neutrals, and I just felt like it went with my aesthetic. I decided to get it. I stayed true to my word, and I really did not shop at all this winter. The main reason that I was okay with spending $1,200 on this, not only because I work hard and I wanted to treat myself, but also because I knew that it would easily resell on any platform. Anything that you have that is logo will sell right away, no matter where you are selling it. So in my mind, this wasn't $1,200. It was almost like a rental. So I plan on trying to resell this sweater because it's in really excellent condition. I wore it a lot, but I also took really good care of it. I send it to a special dry cleaner that knows how to handle luxury knits. And so after companies take their commission, I'll probably walk away with about $700. So it cost me $1,200, but I'm likely going to make $700 back. So really this sweater only cost me $500. Now, $500 is still a lot for a sweater. I am not trying to, tell anybody that they need to spend that much, just giving everybody like my strategy and my thought process when I spent that much money on something this expensive. The next item I have is also a standout logo item, which is a long sleeve Burberry logo bodysuit with the mock turtleneck. This logo isn't as obvious as the Balenciaga, and it's also not as popular as their standard Novacek, but it is a new print for them. I bought it off of Farfetch for $4.90. Like everybody else, I love me some logo here and there, but because it is a bodysuit with a bottom snap closure, you have to be very tricky when you're trying to resell it. Obviously, there's a big hygiene and sanitary element to when you're trying to resell something that is in such close proximity to your private area. The reason I'm reselling this one is because A, it's a bodysuit. I want to make sure that there's a market for it while it's still in excellent condition. It's nice. It's a fun piece to have in your closet if you want to go out and just be extra, but it's not something that I really need to keep and that I would probably wear beyond like the next fall season anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and resell it now while it's still in excellent condition and I can sell it even though it's a bodysuit. The next item that I have is this Canada Goose coat. I got this 3 years ago, mostly because I am a mom. Usually during the winter, I'm outdoors a lot. We don't like to stay inside. We like to get out and still be active, even when it's the winter. And so I wanted something to keep me really warm, and it definitely kept me extremely warm. This past winter was my third season wearing it, and this is something that I really could keep forever. Like, I've kept it in excellent condition. Just doing some quick Google searches, like used in good condition, they're still selling for about between $600 to $900, depending on color, fit, size, all of that good stuff. So let me just give you guys a little bit of information about items that will always resell. So typically, the more money you spend on something, the more resale value it will have later. For example, if I buy a pair of jeans that are $100, the likelihood of me being able to resell them for anything is very, very low. Maybe I could sell them for like $10 to $20. And typically that's what I do on Poshmark, but that's another video. But if you have bags, shoes, outerwear, things that tend to cost more, you typically can resell them for more, especially if it's a category that is deemed a necessity. So people will always need coats. And when you have a need with demand, which the demand is the popularity of Canada Goose, you're always guaranteed to make money as long as you keep it in good condition. And by keeping it in condition, I just stored it away properly in the summer because it has a fox fur hood. I made sure I dry cleaned it, all that good stuff. So I'm selling this one because I want something new, but this is something that I could keep. But again, when purchasing this, I really had in mind, like, okay, if I want to resell it later, like, how much am I going to get for it? And that's typically the mindset that I use when I purchase something. I personally am not just shopping to be shopping just because I don't have it like that. But if you do, like, kudos to you. I'm jealous. Like, send me some of your hand-me-downs. But if you don't worry. Just use some of the strategies that I'm telling you, and then you probably can make your budget stretch a little bit more. So now we're going to move on to shoes. Now, when I first got into the whole resale consignment market, I was extremely skeptical about everything that you had to actually put on your body. So like bags, accessories, all day. I'll buy a used bag. I'll even buy some used sunglasses. But I was a little skeptical about shoes and ready to wear. But with shoes specifically, it's like, oh my gosh, like your feet have been in it. Like, is that even safe? Let me tell you, Lysol, disinfecting, cleaning things out, along with just keeping your items in good condition, go a really, really long way. And on all resale websites, they tell you the condition of the item. And so typically they don't take things that are not in really, really good condition. And if they do, it's priced accordingly. So, you know, if something does have some interior staining or whatever, they're pricing it lower, hoping that someone will buy it, understanding that they're getting a designer item at a really good deal because it is pre-owned. So that's just my take on how I feel about buying shoes. The first shoe that I'm going to sell this season, after having for a little bit, I think I've had this for like two years, I think, is a Saint Laurent opium sandal. It's black patent leather. I don't really need to sell this right now, but again, I don't wear a lot of black anymore, and when I do, I have other go-to shoes that are a lot more comfortable. So before I hold this for too long and it completely goes out of style, I just decided that I'm going to sell it now. And even though it is like the worst shoe and it's kind of hard to walk in, I made sure I wiped it down every time that I wore it. I always put it back in the box with the dust bag. I purchased this from Saks Fifth Avenue like 2 years ago. The retail is $9.95. I seen them selling online for used at the same price. So that's another reason that I'm reselling this right now, because after I, sell them and pay the commission of, the site that I send it to, I'm probably gonna pocket at least $600 for them. So, wore them for 2 years, several times, kept in good condition. At the end, I'll really only be paying $400 once I sell them. So the next shoe I have is C by Chloe. I got these in the fall, and the reason I'm selling them, I don't know. I just don't want them anymore. There doesn't have to be an excuse. I just don't want them anymore. This is a Timberland style boot with the little logo at the back. So the thing I like about this boot is this is a diffusion of the main line, which is Chloe. Buying a diffusion item typically is a little bit cheaper, but you still get the same vibe of the main line. I purchased this from Net-a-Porter in September. The retail was $495. So because this is a diffusion, retailed for a little under $500, I'm not gonna make a lot of money off of this, and that's fine. But I know that I'm not really gonna wear it a lot, and so this is what I kind of tell myself. Do you want it just sitting in your closet because you can't make a lot of money off of it? Or do you want to sell it, get something, at least like a couple hundred, and then apply that to something else? And that is my mind frame. I don't want my closet full of stuff that I'm just holding on to just because I bought it. If I can sell it, get some money back from it, that's always better to me. So Balenciaga speed knit trainer. Remember these? I mean, people are even still wearing these. So the reason I kept this so long, because this was like my mom's sneaker. So when I'm running around with the kids, like going to games, all this stuff, this is what I would wear because it is extremely comfortable. And for someone who has wide feet, which I've talked about in other videos, to me, it was just really comfortable. And when you find something comfortable, like, you want to wear it forever. But I haven't worn it in a while. And in the last 6 to 8 months, I haven't worn it at all. I actually forgot that it was in my closet, which is like me breaking my own rules when it comes to luxury, designer, and shopping. Again, before it like goes out of style and nobody wants it anymore, let me sell it now while it's still worth something because I'm not wearing it. I forgot to mention that the trainer retailed for $750, but I got this in 2018 or 19. It's been a while. I honestly don't even remember. I've had it for a while. Again, I'm not looking to get rich off of selling these. I just haven't worn them, so I need to sell them now while they're still worth something. And when I did purchase them, I got them from Saks Fifth Avenue. The last item I have are these Yeezy Faux snake print boots. As you can see, this has no box. It has no dust bag, and it probably does not have a lot of hope on the resale market, but I'm still gonna try. Purchased 4 years ago, $495, I believe. It's been so long that I don't even remember. Got them off Yeezy Supply, and I'm still going to try and resell them solely based off of the popularity of Yeezy. So these are Yeezy Season, which is, you know, the Kanye West collection. It's not Yeezy times Adidas, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to like ride the wave of Yeezy Adidas and people still really want Yeezy items, and I'll be able to sell them for something. And this, honestly, I'll probably sell on Poshmark just because I've had better experience on Poshmark selling items that have a little bit more wear. I think people there are more open. People are willing to like repair stuff or repurpose them. So I'll probably sell these on Poshmark. Still a really nice shoe. And if you've always wanted a pair of Yeezys, why not get them at a super duper discount even if it's already been worn? So like I'll probably sell these for like $75 to $100 just because they have so much wear on them. Those are 7 items from my closet, all purchased retail in the last, couple of years. Reselling to put money back in my pocket as well as free up some space in my closet. Fashion, designer, luxury items, they're great to have, but at the end of the day, they're just material things. If you have had the money to buy them once, you'll likely be able to buy them again. But instead of holding on to a bunch of stuff, sell some things, get rid of some stuff, make money, get new things if you want to, or save it towards something that you feel is more important. There is a large market out there in the circular economy for authentic designer luxury items. So if you have things in your closet right now that you've had for a while that you don't want to sell just because you're worried about what you may get for them, test it out, try it out. Let me know what you think when you do. I hope that you have found this video helpful. If there's anything that I missed as far as reselling or consigning, please leave me a comment below and I will make sure to follow up. Follow me on Instagram at Cymone Williamson Style. If you found this video helpful, I invite you to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.